The rap industry is no doubt one of the craziest places to be right now. Rappers get killed every other day, but while some get killed from random hits, others get killed from their beef with rappers. In fact, some of the major shootings in the rap industry have been linked to NBA Youngboy, and they all have one thing in common: they had a beef with him. Keep watching this video to see rappers who were really killed by NBA Youngboy. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Before we get into the video, I want to give a quick shout out to the #1 celebrity jeweler, the Ice Champ. The Ice Champ is doing a special deal for the next 24 hours on diamond watches, chains, and more. Follow at the Ice Champ on Instagram now. Jada Young. One of the biggest rivalries in the Louisiana rap scene was between rappers NBA Youngboy and Jada Young, and it didn't end until one of them was buried 6 feet under. Their beef goes as far back as 2019, and it all began when Youngboy asked Jay to take down a preview of a record they were both on from his Instagram page. "Delete this shit. I don't know how TF you even got my song. I don't f around like that," wrote NBA Youngboy. A couple of weeks later, Jay replied, "I don't give a about that song. That song," he said during an Instagram live. "If a don't with me, I don't with a." The heat between the two rappers went quiet for a while until Youngboy's baby mama, Janiyah Michelle, got involved. Rumors hit social media that Jay and Janiyah had an affair, and it somehow got to Youngboy. Of course, Youngboy didn't take this lightly. He went on to attack Jada Young in person and made a video about it after, claiming that Jada Young ran away when he pulled up on him. Jada Young, however, took the beef to another level when he started releasing diss tracks targeted at NBA Youngboy. He released a track called 38K Facts on his official YouTube channel, where he threw jabs at Youngboy and his goons. "I'ma speak on all the facts and tell this just how it is. I'm in my bag and pissed, and plus he mad about it. When I was on his, he was steadying about me, about begging me to leave her alone. This acting like the you put that coming on my post. They laughed about that, but I was laughing while yo baby mama gagged all on my." Jay rapped on the track. NBA Youngboy never replied to Jada Young, but could the beef between the two be the reason why Jada Young was killed? Now, two things happen when rappers beef with NBA Youngboy. They either end up on a diss track or wind up dead over a shooting somewhere. And that was exactly what happened to Jada Young. On Wednesday, July 27th, 2022, Jada Young was assassinated outside his home in Louisiana. A couple of men pulled up to his house, where he was sitting out front with his father. The gunmen opened fire on them. Jay's father tried to shoot back, but it was too late. The Bogalusa Police Department received several calls reporting shots fired at the 600th block of Superior Avenue at about 5:30 p.m. that day. On getting to the scene, they found one victim, Jada Young, who was immediately transported to an emergency room. He had suffered severe bullet wounds and lost a lot of blood before a first aid helicopter came to transport him to the hospital. Unfortunately, Jada Young passed away. King Von. The death of King Von would go down as one of the most talked about deaths in the rap industry, and the events surrounding his death were tied to none other than NBA Youngboy. I know what you're thinking. The two rappers never crossed paths, so how is it possible that NBA Youngboy got involved in King Von's death? It all began after King Von went on Instagram to call out NBA Youngboy. During the Instagram live session, King Von was listening to NBA Youngboy's song in the background, and he could be heard saying Youngboy caps in his raps, and he wasn't as gangster as he claimed to be. NBA Youngboy never paid attention to King Von's claims, but King Von continued to talk about him. On November 5th, 2020, King Von had an interview with DJ Academics, where AK asked him about his relationship with NBA Youngboy. He simply claimed that they weren't beefing and didn't have any issues between them. However, barely 24 hours after his interview with DJ Academics, King Von got into a fight with NBA Youngboy's associates at a club in Atlanta. The following day, on November 6th, 2020, King Von was shot and killed outside Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta after getting involved in a fight with Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, alongside several associates of NBA Youngboy. GMoney. We already know the fate of rappers that choose to beef with NBA Youngboy, but for GMoney, no one ever thought he'd go down the way he did. Rappers NBA Youngboy and GMoney were friends long before their fame. In fact, NBA Youngboy lived at GMoney's house after his grandmother died when they were younger, and GMoney even dated Youngboy's sister. But their friendship soon turned sour after NBA Youngboy became famous. Now, GMoney shot to fame long before Youngboy did. Signed to TBG, Top Boy Gorilla, GMoney controlled the crew, including NBA Youngboy. Now, NBA Youngboy was sick of being under GMoney's shadow, so he decided to leave TBG and face his own career and join the BBG crew. By late 2016, Youngboy released Project 38 Baby under BBG, and he quickly shot to fame after that. He kept on releasing several tracks, but most of them contained disses to members of the TBG crew, most especially GMoney. GMoney wasn't going to sit back and watch NBA Youngboy disrespect his name, so he began dissing NBA Youngboy on his tracks. Youngboy took these disses as normal rap competitions until GMoney proceeded to have an affair with his sister and rap about it in a song to taunt him. He also talked about the affair in interviews. NBA Youngboy began calling GMoney out on Instagram, and the two would exchange words until NBA Youngboy started sending death threats to GMoney. GMoney wasn't scared of his threats. He went on to do an interview with Say Cheese TV, where he talked about NBA Youngboy and how fame had changed him. But this was where Youngboy drew the line. A couple of days after his interview with Say Cheese TV on September 10th, 2017, GMoney was shot right at the front of his studio. NBA Youngboy and his Never Broke Again group were the prime suspects. 3 days after GMoney was shot and killed, on September 13th, 2017, a member of NBA Youngboy's group was arrested and charged with the murder of GMoney. BBG Boozilla. NBA Youngboy got his first official murder charge in 2016 after his cousin BBG Boozilla was shot and killed. I know what you're thinking. Did NBA Youngboy kill his cousin? No, he didn't. Here's what went down. On November 2nd, 2016, BBG Boozilla was discovered just after midnight near the 2000th block of Nebraska Street with multiple wounds to the upper torso. Youngboy and his goons drove to the 2000th block of Kentucky Street. According to the report, 2 cars, including a Nissan driven by one of Youngboy's goons, passed in front of the residence 2 times at about 9:50 a.m. on that fateful day. On the 3rd time, the 2 shooters, one of whom was NBA Youngboy, jumped out of the car after it stopped and began shooting at the residence. NBA Youngboy was identified as a suspect in the shootout, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. He was eventually released after pleading guilty to 1 count of aggravated assault with a firearm. That's the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks.